Now we need to think about the position of the eyes in relation to the beak that you have drawn. So having a look at the eyes on my original drawing, if you look at the end of his beak here, they are positioned maybe about 2 centimetres up to the bottom of his eye. So we're going to start by drawing this outer circle here, which is a nice round friendly looking eye. So we're going to go 2 and a bit centimetres up. Now if you have a look at where the pupil is, the middle of that pupil almost lines up with the edge of the beak, so that the eyes are quite wide, they're quite far apart on your ostrich's face. And that circle is probably about just under 2 centimetres wide, maybe 1.5 centimetres. Quite a nice big eye, so don't be afraid, be nice and bold. So we're going to go up to about here. I think that's probably about where the bottom of his eye goes. Then I'm going to go up a little bit further to make my circle. Now this will take a little bit of time, you're not going to get this right straight away. It's quite tricky to get the eyes positioned in the right place, to get them about the right size, also to make them nice and circular and friendly looking. Okay, that's not bad. Now I need to try and do the same on the other side. It's a little bit easier now because I've got this one to use. So if I go up, here looking across, bottom of that circle is about there, top is about there, constantly looking back. So I've gone a little bit too far in, I think, with my circle there, so it just shows how you're constantly looking at the lines that you've created, trying to use those to help you to match up where you need to go next with your drawing. That's that right there. Just off the side of the beak in a similar place on the other side. Now it's about making that circle match as best as you can the one that you have already drawn. Okay, brilliant. Now we need to think about drawing the pupils. Now the pupils, if you have a look at them, they're not in the centre of the ostrich's eye. They're actually sort of in the top inside curve of his eye, and they're actually quite large. To leave a little bit of space above the pupil there, because then on the original drawing there's a bit of green there. Other side there. Okay. Well, you can see it's good to take a little bit of time to get these right, because the eyes are really quite important. They help them to look friendly. Now, at the top of his pupil there's 2 little white rectangles. Now they're important to draw now, because that is what is going to create the impression there is light reflecting in his eyes. So we need to draw those in so that we don't forget to leave those white. Okay, now to draw the next part of his eye, it's just sort of half a circle around the edge. of the inside of his eye. Now it starts about half a centimetre away from his eye, but it then gets closer as it goes around his eye. So that line starts about here, but then as we come round, that line gets a little bit closer. Doesn't quite touch. Give mine a little bit more of a curve there. And then here, starting up closer, and then just a tiny bit further out. Okay, making sure they match up. Now we need to add his eyelashes. He's got 3 long eyelashes at the top and 3 little ones at the bottom. So they're just going to come out from that half a circle that you've just created. Just 3 long lines. They don't need to be the same length. There we go. Brilliant. Now the next step is really simple. You just need to add a few wispy lines to create the feathers, so to indicate where the feathers go. So starting up on the head, we're just going to have a few sprouting on the top of his head. Now this is really just to help you when you come to use your colouring pencils. It helps you to remember which direction your pencils need to go in to give that impression of feathers. So now we're going to have a few coming just off the side of his beak. And as we come underneath his beak, that the curve of those lines changes direction. We're curving one way, and then under here, curving the other. Now, to create his neck, we're just going to have a few very flicky lines down through his neck. Hey, fantastic! Now you should have the outline for your very own ostrich. So before we move on to adding the colour, you need to draw over your pencil lines with a pen, so that they stand out once you've added colour. This can be a biro, a fine liner, and this is when we can make sure that we've got the shapes that we really want. So we do need to take this quite carefully. And slowly, if you need to turn your page to help you, particularly with these tricky circles, that's absolutely fine. Take care to keep those lovely shapes that you've created. Don't rush this bit. finding it much easier to turn my piece of paper. Keep the shape that I have created. Okay, now once your pen is nice and dry, then we just need to rub out any pencil lines that you can still see. Fantastic, all ready to now add some colour.